Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Patriots and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Fields. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Pats are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. On 2nd and 10, Fields. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darian Beavers. And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Willis, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
First down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake London, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
From the 50, here's Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Patriots are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Barkley off tackle left. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. To Barkley on the check down. Runs over him. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 21-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And Sharp calls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 32 on the play. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Justin Fields, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, the ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Willis. This pass is caught by London.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This time, Willis will throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Fields throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Fields. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing again is Fields. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Justin Fields, his second touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Taken in at the 3. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. sits at the line, ready to go.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seed. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the 4th time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons. happens time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Malik Willis
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's the option going right. And he's going to lose yardage. He'll be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got
Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Now Fields.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
The open man is Shark. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers. DJ Shark, 45 yards.
And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Baron Browning coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First and 10, Willis.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Woods.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Got his man, it's London. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, Willis to throw. Tries the right side, finding Woods here.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Willis. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied.
see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. It's a first down with the clock showing 26 seconds to play. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back to throw. Fields. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One final try here for Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.